Hi, welcome down to the Belfry. This is the beautiful Brabazon golf course. My name is Chris Ryan, and in today's video we're looking at the takeaway versus the delivery position. We're going to discuss the differences, and more importantly for you, I've got a fantastic drill that you can do just with a couple of alignment sticks, which are going to get you to better understand how these are different and how that might be able to benefit your game. So unfortunately, the backswing and the downswing are not the same. The downswing is not just a reverse of the backswing. However, a lot of people who are new to the game, or maybe struggling with the game, often feel that the downswing is just the reverse of the backswing. These golfers can often fall into some traps. They can often struggle with strike, they can often struggle with distance, all of those kind of things. So you can see that I've got two alignment sticks here on the ground, and neither of those are pointing at my target. So if I was going for the middle of the fairway, so that's my target line, the orange stick here is angled slightly out to the right, and the white stick is angled slightly to the left. Now, for the purpose of this little exercise and for the purpose of the drill, I've potentially made these angles a little bit more extreme than what would be actually desirable, but it's going to highlight what we're trying to do really, really well. So let me take my starting position, and I've just got a mid-iron here. Now, my preference would be that when we make our takeaway, the club head stays a little bit outside the hands. And you can see that when I do that, my golf club pretty much matches that white stick. It's parallel to it. It's not maybe directly on top of it, but it's pretty much at the same angle. Now, I wouldn't say that every golfer I coach has to have the club head outside the hands, but that's certainly what I would try and look for as a preference if I had to specify. So, when I make my first move away, you will notice that the golf club is parallel to the white stick. My grip is also relatively close to my trail thigh. Now, what about if I went from here to a delivery position? Well, now you can see that's slightly different. Now my golf club is matching more of the orange alignment stick. My hands are certainly a little bit further away from my body, and the club head is a little bit more inside my hands. And certainly this would be something I would look for, especially for the golfers who are really struggling with the fades, the slices, or the golfers who really would like to move that ball on a draw ball flight. Having the sweet spot of the golf club behind the hands for a little longer in the downswing is certainly a good way to move your club path to the right, and that's a great way to start being able to move that golf ball from right to left. So let's just go through again, what is the difference between my takeaway and my delivery? Well, when I take the club away, I want to feel like the club head stays outside my hands, but when I get to delivery, I want to feel like that relationship has swapped around. So you can see how as I move my hands more out, that has the opposite effect with the club head, and it stays a little bit more in. So a great little drill for you to do is actually just to set yourself up with a couple of alignment sticks. You can use a couple of golf clubs if you haven't got alignment sticks, and you can just practice that first move away, up to the top, and then find your delivery. Now, as I say, I might be making these a little bit more extreme than what would be actually desirable for a golf swing, but it's a great way for us to visualize the difference between the takeaway and the delivery. Now, if you're a golfer who is really struggling with your iron clubs, you're struggling with contact, you're struggling with direction, you feel like you're hitting the ball a weaker distance than you'd like to, I would suggest that there's a good chance that you're going to have your golf club the same as these alignment sticks, but unfortunately the opposite way around. This is such a common fault that I see. So I will see lots of golfers where in takeaway they match the orange, and then as they come down they match the white. Okay, so they're actually getting it the opposite way around. The hands move away in the takeaway, the club moves in, and then as we start down, we get the opposite where the hands are in and the club is out. Certainly for those golfers, and if you feel that's you, swapping that relationship around is going to be a great way to start to improve how well you deliver the club to the ball. So let me just go through once more. Takeaway, hands stay in, club is out, and in delivery, we're changing that relationship around. My hands are more out, the club is more in. That's a great way to move my path more to the right, and that's a great way to efficiently deliver the club to the ball. Right, let me go ahead and hit one. I've only got a 6-iron here, which is not the club I would hit off this 8th tee on the Brabazon, because it's off this tee, it's kind of 430 yards, so 6-iron would not really be the play. However, as I've got a 6-iron, we'll go ahead and hit it. Now, matching this white stick is something I need to work on more, because I am the golfer who tends to want to roll the club a little bit inside. So let's see how I get on. Okay, up the right, drawing back, that would definitely suggest to me that my path was to the right. I'm not sure how good my takeaway looked, because I do struggle with the takeaway, so I'm going to watch that back afterwards and see if it looked any good. Hopefully it did, but that's a really, really good drill you know, just to get a great concept of how the backswing and the downswing are different. And I don't really want you to be too concerned with what you do at the top to achieve those positions on the way down, but just connect the dots, just go from takeaway to delivery, understand the difference. You're definitely going to feel that's different in the arms. And I think if you do that drill and take it to full shots, I think you're going to find some better results with those iron shots. Thanks for watching. Usual stuff. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. That really just helped me. There's a comments box down there as well, so drop any comments in there. I'll do my best to respond to as many as I can. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, please do so. It's absolutely free. There's a link down in the description box below. Just means you'll get a notification when I upload a video and you won't miss any of the content. So thank you again for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here again soon.